Damn, dude, that thing's like straight piped. What the fuck?
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you.
What's going on, guys? Today I am going over my 2008 Infiniti G37 Coupe Sport, and this is basically the Nissan 370Z, except it's a little bit more luxurious. It's got a back seat, but they have the same engine, same transmission. Really just a more luxurious model over the 370Z. The funny thing is that on the used market, this car is actually cheaper than a Nissan 370Z. so when I was originally saving up for this car, I was actually trying to get 350Z, and I found two 350Zs that were in my price range. I had about $6,000 saved up, and I found two 350Zs. Both of them, one was I think $5,000, the other one was $6,000, and then this one popped up as well. And I was like, well, you know, obviously I want the 350Z, so I'll just check those guys out. And if for some crazy reason those cars don't work out, I'll go check out the G37. And so I went, contacted the first guy. First guy never responded back. I messaged him 3 different times, you know, a few different days, about a week in the different responses. And then the other guy, he wanted to do a trade, and I didn't have anything to trade for. I think he wanted a truck or something. And I was like, yeah, trust me, you don't want my old car. So anyway, I was like, well, the only other option is the G37. So I went and checked it out, and I fell in love. I never actually knew that this car had existed. You know, I wanted a 370Z, and this, like I said, this is basically the 370Z, except a little bit longer, weighs a little bit more, but it's got the same engine, it's got the same transmission. So I was like, well, shoot, like this is what I wanted the entire time. I'll just go with this thing. A big dent in the side of the car, which, you know, that's why it sat for so long. I think it sat for about a year before I finally bought it. But nobody wanted it because it had that dent in the side. And I was like, dude, this is basically a 370Z. How could nobody want this thing? So I've done a ton of modifications to this car over the past 3 years. I've done exhaust, air intakes, upgraded clutch, and carbon fiber. Done carbon fiber fenders, carbon fiber interior. I've done different red accents on everything, different wheels. The car originally came with different wheels. I wasn't really a big fan of them. I upgraded the wheels to, they were 225s, so they're upgraded now to 245s. It's a little bit wider tires than what I originally had. I also have the Alpha Rex GTR looking headlights on the Infiniti. So the cool thing about having those on this car is that it kind of looks like a GTR when you have those lights on. And I'm really curious to think how many people have thought this is a GTR when they see it driving by. Because, I mean, if you're looking at it from the front, it kind of looks like a GTR. If you look at it from the back, also kind of looks like a GTR with the circle headlights or circle taillights in the rear. The goal was to make it kind of look like that. So kind of throw people off and be like, wait, is that a GTR? Oh, that's sweet. So I will say this car has been problem-free since I've owned the car. I've done some oil changes. I mean, besides the dent in the side of the car, I mean, there really hasn't been any issues with the car. I mean, I certainly haven't, you know, driven the car through some water and hydrolocked the engine or anything, and had to get that replaced. Certainly haven't, you know, installed a flywheel wrong, and then spent the next 8 months dropping the engine and trying to get that figured out 7 or 8 times. Yep, definitely hasn't happened. But like I said, problem free. And if there was any of those problems, I mean, obviously those are user errors. It's not anything about the reliability of the car whatsoever. So no, but if I could save you guys some time, it would definitely be when you're installing the flywheel on the older generation 370Zs and also all of the 350Zs. When you put the clutch on, the clutch only goes on one way. However, you can put it on which way you want. And so I accidentally put it on the wrong way because I didn't realize there was a right way and a wrong way, and I ended up spending the next 7 or 8 months trying to figure out what the issue was with the car. I ended up dropping the engine 7 times because I thought that the timing was wrong with the car, and the timing actually, it did jump a tooth on one of the timing chains. So got that replaced, got it all taken care of, and then put the car all back together. The car didn't run right still. And I was like, well, what the heck? I just got it all replaced and everything should be taken care of. And thought I did it wrong, so dropped the engine again, and then tried to figure everything else out. Maybe it's the fuel pump, maybe it's the spark plugs, maybe it's the injectors, maybe it's, went through everything on the car, couldn't figure out what the issue was, until finally, after looking through all this stuff, talked to my dad about it. My dad's like, hey, he's like, you know, what if it's the flywheel? And I was like, what do you mean, what if it's the flywheel? He's like, I'll bet you it's the flywheel. I was like, no, it just goes on any which way. You just put it on there, it's fine. He's like, well, there's a sensor on the flywheel. I'll bet you that's what the problem is. So I look up a quick video. That's what it was. The issue the entire time was the stupid flywheel was off 1 notch, and that's why I was having all these issues for so stinking long. Yeah, so this car has been an amazing learning experience. I've learned so much on this car. This is the first car that I've ever had that I've actually had to learn so much about it. I've taken the dash apart so many times, taken the engine apart so many times. I just feel like this is the very first platform where I feel like I know the car inside and out so well. I originally bought this car with only 100,000 miles on it, like just over 100,000 miles, and it now has 172,000 miles. Just in 3 years, you know, putting on about 60 to 70,000 miles is just, it's been so much fun. You guys might be thinking, well, what's next? What's the next modification? What's the next upgrade for the Infiniti? And I think I'm actually, I'm pretty much done with the car. My next car is actually the Vaydor G35. I've been saving up now for it for about a year. And if you guys are really interested in checking out all the different things I want to do to the car, I have a full video explaining all the different modifications I want to do with the car. There's so many parts that I'm going to have to get for the car, and I'm really, really excited about it. So I just wanted to do a review talking about what I love about this car so far. It has been a blast. So many cool things about the car. Love the way it sounds, love the way it drives, love the way it handles. As you guys might know, I only have about 40 subscribers here on YouTube, but I actually have a sponsor for the channel. Christianity the Jesus Christ is a proud sponsor of the channel with Acts 4:20. Once you start, it is impossible to stop. Join today at your local Christian church gathering. Mention the channel, The Resurrected One, to get G37% off and other amazing extras. All that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the channel. I upload a variety of different stuff on my channel. I do car stuff, I do video game stuff, I talk about the Vaydor kit that I'm going to be getting here. If you guys want to like, comment, and subscribe, that'd really help out the channel a whole bunch. And we'll see what's going on here with future Vaydor videos, future G37 videos. We'll talk to you guys soon.